Hello and welcome to Starfield. This is a ship I built. It's basically a big box. It's kind of like the most effective way to build ships in Starfield, although you can get a little bit clever with it. Um, let's go in here. So this is the Deimos style of ship. I don't have any other parts on it really, except for maybe the tanks, but they were all built at the same shipyard, so it's easy to replicate in one spot. It's got, you know, decent everything. Everything's pretty much upgraded as far as you can get it in the game. It's got a good amount of cargo. It's got good thrust. It's got good weapons. And I kind of like the aesthetic. It kind of reminds me of like a carrier. This is basically as big as you can get a ship in this game. I mean, you might be able to squeeze a couple of more meters out of it, but this is pretty much it. And I just kind of wanted to go through the interior of it and kind of show what the different modules are. It says every HAB module that this company makes, so there's a lot of stuff in it. And some of it I know what it is, some of it I don't, but I think I can pretty much figure it out just by looking. So let's just go inside and see. Just because of the way that I designed this ship, we have a rear exit, an entrance ramp, and wasn't what I wanted initially, but you'll see why it is the way it is. So we enter here, we're in kind of a detainment area. This is the brig. Maybe not the nicest area to board a ship from, but easy to toss your captives in and gloat at them on a daily basis. Over here we have some living quarters type HAB modules. This is like a all-in-one room kind of thing here. And then this is the infirmary, which has some of your scientific research that you can do. So it does have some utility, although I wish that the beds could actually heal you. I don't understand in a game that has like pretty decent medical status effects why you can't heal yourself in your own infirmary, but it just works. So we're going to continue along on this deck. There's the lower deck right there, but this is the middle deck because of the way that the entrance ramp works. This is the workshop, so you got workbenches for spacesuits and all those types of things. Haven't really gotten into that gameplay yet, so I don't know what that is. This is like a conference room thing. I forget what it's called. It's probably like a ready room or something. This is the mess hall. It is ridiculously large for a ship of this size. It's like 2x3 module. So it's got storage, it's got waste collection, it's got your kitchen area. So, I mean, it's got kind of everything that you would expect. You know, lounge, eating tables, which I don't know why you would choose to sit in this uncomfortable area when you have this area right here. But here's another habitation area, and another kind of habitation area right here. I don't remember what these modules are called because they're kind of like living quarters A, living quarters B, and I couldn't tell you the difference of them between the two because I haven't drawn a map out of the ship yet. And I think that's it for here. So we'll go down. We drop down into a research lab. It's got more pharmaceutical stuff, more research stuff. But it's different from the infirmary, even though the infirmary should have some healing beds. So this is the forward bottom part of the ship. This is the 3x3 cargo bay, and I really wanted it in the ship. And it's kind of what dictated it being a giant square because you couldn't really cut any bits out with these large modules like this one. But it's pretty cool. It's got some storage boxes you can toss some stuff into. It's got a lot of junk in it. I think it's neat. It's just got the one storage crate. But this is the armory, which is probably the coolest module because you can actually store your guns and display them. And if you play this game at all, you know that you pick up a lot of guns and they get overwhelming, so it's good to have a place to just put them and know where they're at rather than just the cargo bay. living modules. This is actually more of a sleeping type hab for a change, even though there's just a lack of beds like in this game. The game's hab modules, but this one has like 4 of them, so that's pretty good for a ship in this game. Table, chairs, those type of things. This is a storage module. I've got 2 of these on the ship. Really, it's kind of crazy that they have them and there's no like interactable box in them, but it is what it is. So we'll go back up. We've already seen the middle deck. We'll go to the upper part of the main deck, which is over here. The ladders are difficult to place in this game. I really wish I could have gotten them to line up, but it is what it is. I'm not really going to break the ship apart to fix the ladders in it. So this is like our command deck. The middle one is kind of like a combination of utility and habs, and the bottom one is more utility and habs. So this is an engineering bay, and then there's another engineering bay next to it, and another hab module over here, which the hab modules look pretty cool. And I have a couple of the same ones on here just to fill up space. I'd like to redo the ship a little bit just to kind of reduce the mass on it, but it just doesn't run too bad. So I think this is the computer room, the computer bay, and this is the command bay, which you actually do have a functional navigation console in here, so I think you can fast travel using that. We got some more. I think this is the captain's quarters for this style. So you do have a bed in here and a desk. And it's kind of Spartan. Like, I mean, I know that if you look at officers' quarters on like naval ships in the real world, they're pretty Spartan too. But like a lot of them have like wood and stuff in them that are kind of nicer. And then here's another hab module, which they're actually using for a change, which is cool. These are the 2 most useless characters that I have on my crew. But once I get an outpost built, then I think they'll be pretty valuable. So, nice thing is the command deck goes to the bridge. We'll pass through another gang. What is this? I forget what it's called, but it's like a pass through and then another storage on the other side of that. And we're on another storage and then a bridge. So the bridge is pretty cool. I have the missiles out on a strut because I just want to kind of offset a little bit. And then the bridge is actually pretty nice. So you can see our turrets up front. I thought about putting another set of those, which I might do in the future anyways, but I do like having the option to power those down and then to disable ships using the forward guns. So I'll probably just keep it that way for now, because otherwise you overload the power system. And then we'll go ahead and hop into the pilot seat. And take off. We'll get an animation of our ship, which is cool because you do actually get to see the rear bay retract and all the landing gear and all that stuff, so that's cool. But it's a giant rectangle. It's got 3 main decks and then a command bridge deck kind of thing. It kind of sticks up at the top, which I think is cool. You could do it all kinds of ways. You can make your ship look any way you want, but our docking port is up here, and our shields are up there, and so it's pretty useful. And then we have our cargo bays on the side, landing gear / thrusters, and then I kind of would like to, I don't know, I try to cover this up to kind of protect the reactor and the gravity drive, but I mean, it's less exposed than it is on most ships, so that's alright. But, you know, that's pretty much it. And I'll see you in the verse, or whatever we're going to call it. The Starfield. Yes, they love to say the name of the game.